The Luganda language is a Bantu language and is considered to be one of Uganda's main languages. However, it is unfortunately losing visibility due to the continuous rise of the English language. Luganda is the language of the people, and an important part of Ugandan culture is their entertainment and music, all done using the Luganda language.
The music that is unique to Uganda is entitled Kadango Kamu, which is sung entirely in the Luganda language and means one guitar.
Kadango Kamu is the oldest mainstream music genre in the country of Uganda, and one of the most well-known artists of this genre is Paul Kafiro.
Paul Kafiro's music, as well as the majority of Kadango Kamu music, is well known for its storytelling and often addressed social and political issues in Uganda. Many of Paul's songs were inspired by personal experiences, as well as the experiences of people around him.
Paul Kafiro's most famous song is entitled Walumbe Zaya.
This song was written in memory of his friend who had passed away.
The song's message is about the inevitability of death and the importance of living life to the fullest, which resonated with many people in Uganda and became an instant hit.
Walumbe is a character in the Uganda creation myth, The Legend of Kintu, and in the Luganda language, his name is translated as death or disease.
Walumbe is still played at many Ugandan burials and makes reference to the creation myth of Baganda tradition, in which Brother Walumbe introduced death into the world in retaliation for Kintu and Nambi's refusal to give him his due share of their offspring. The myth shares that long ago, Kintu was the only person on earth, and he lived alone with his cow, which he tended lovingly to. Gulu, the creator of all things, lived up in heaven with his many children and other property.
From time to time, Gulu's children would come down to earth to play. On one occasion, Gulu's daughter Nambi and some of her brothers encounter Kintu, who was with his cow in Baganda.
Nambi was very fascinated by Kintu, and she felt pity for him because he was living alone. She resolved to marry him and stay with him despite the opposition from her brothers. But because of her brother's pleading, she decided to return to heaven with Kintu and ask for her father's permission for the union. Gulu finally allowed for the marriage and advised Kintu and Nambi to leave heaven secretly to avoid Walumbe finding out about the marriage. Otherwise, he would insist on going with them and bring them misery.
Upon leaving, Nambi realized she forgot the feed for her chicken and went back to heaven, where she ran into Walumbe, who insisted on going with her to earth.
Later, after Nambi and Kintu had children, Kintu refused Walumbe the favor of giving him a child to help with his chores. As a result of this dispute, Walumbe killed Kintu's son.
After Kintu reported these actions to Gulu in heaven, Gulu sent his sons to bring Walumbe back to heaven. Walumbe, refusing to be overpowered, disappeared into the ground.
This legend explains the creation according to the Baganda and how sickness and death started. The legend of Walumbe ties directly to the song Walumbe Zaya and shows how the influences of storytelling affect current media and life in Uganda. Another one of Paul's most well-known songs is entitled Abakazi Bafe, which translates to Our Women.
The song was a tribute to the hardworking and resilient women of Uganda, who are often marginalized and mistreated.
In Uganda, women's roles have been clearly subordinate to the roles of men, and they were taught to follow the wishes of their male encounters.
Abakazi Bafe celebrates the important role that women play in society and encourages listeners to appreciate and support them.
The Kadango Kamu genre, as well as Paul Kafiro's music, portrayed the importance of the Luganda language and its deep-rooted history as being a symbol of belonging for the Ugandan people. We hope that through sharing the cultural significance of Kadango Kamu and Luganda, we will increase the visibility of the language to the people around us.
We will continue to work with our friend, Nixon, and his students to share the voices and stories of Lugandan speakers. As the language of Luganda continues to spread, our hope is that Luganda gets the visibility and recognition it deserves and needs.